So the taxman demands 17 million rand from Radu and Co's production company, a television production company owned by actors Radu, Thomas Gumede, Siyabonga, Ngwekazi, and Thomas Mhlongo, has been hit with a blood-curdling a 17.8 million rand tax bill. Sunday World can exclusively reveal that the South African Revenue Services SARS applied for a default judgment in court last week against the four popular actors companies Parental Advisory Productions after it failed to settle the debilitating bill. According to the application for the default judgment, which we have seen, the four thespians entity which produced the ETV's telenovela Nikiwe, amongst other shows, owed Sars more than 7.5 million in unpaid value-added tax. So Sars added over 1.5 million in interest and more than 340,000 rand in penalties, including, or rather increasing the total owed to just over 9.4 million. The four actors entity also owed SARS more than 3.2 million in unpaid pay as you earned, but the debt ballooned more than 4.1 million after the taxman imposed more than 660,000 rand in interest and over 178,000 in penalties. So Parental Advisory Production was also indebted to SARS for 2.8 million after failing to pay the company income tax, but the figure went up to more than 3.5 million with the addition of more than 690,000 rand in interest. The television production factory also owed SARS more than 15,000 rand in unpaid unemployment insurance fund contributions. These debts bring the total quantum owed to more than 17.8 million. So before applying for the default judgment, SARS transmitted a letter to the company on the February 10th, requesting it to remit a payment of more than 9 million. But Radu, Gumede, and Ngwekazi and Mhlongo ignored the letter. This resulted in the receiver of revenue dragging their company to court to have it blacklisted, a move that will make it difficult, if not impossible, for it to trade in the private and public sectors. In the letter, SARS advised the company to pay the breathtaking debt or enter into a payment plan to settle the debt. The taxman threatened to auction off the company's assets if it failed to remit payment. According to the records of the South African Revenue Services, you have failed to pay your tax debt for one or more tax years and tax periods. You are requested to make full payments within 10 days from the date of this letter of demand, read the letter. In the letter, SARS advised the company to apply within 10 business days from the date of issuance to arrange to pay the debt in installments if it was unable to pay the full amount. The actor's outfit was also advised to apply for suspension of the debt if it intended to submit or had submitted a formal dispute or compromise of a portion of the tax, where this would provide a higher return to the fund than liquidation, sequestration, or other collection measures. SARS also informed the production house that if it did not comply with these demands, it would go to court to seek an order to attach and auction off its assets. Failure to make full payment or use the above remedies may result in the following actions or possibly others. SARS may appoint any third party who presently or in the future will owe you money or hold money for you to settle your tax debt with this money. A civil judgment is being entered against you, in which a case warrant of execution may be issued for the sheriff of the court to charge or sell your assets. If you are a natural person, you may apply for a reduction of the amount to be paid to SARS based on you or your dependents' basic living expenses. If you are a non-natural person, you may apply for the reduction of the amount to be paid to SARS based on serious financial hardships.